Hi everyone, we have Daniel Kelly here from Vue School, who's also an MC at Frontend Nation. And I've worked really closely with him just getting Vue.js Nation and Frontend Nation up with TinyMCE. We are really happy to be the diamond sponsors of Frontend Nation and would, love to learn more about the work you do, Daniel. And just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Thanks, Marina. So, yeah, I was one of the team members to help organize Frontend Nation, but basically it was an online event where we tried to teach about a variety of front end technologies.
Mhm.
I work with Vue School, and a lot of times we focus on Vue, but this event was really about like the whole front end ecosystem. So it was a lot of fun.
It was a great learning experience. As like a company who's has a bunch of integrations with so many frameworks, this is a great platform for us. And I personally just learned a lot as a developer. It was very interesting because of course there was like thought leadership level topics from like Minko from Angular, Kent from
Yep.
React, and Evan, of course, from Vue.
A lot of big names. Yeah.
Lot of big names at this conference, but then some of the other talks were equally interesting. I remember Sarah from the Astro team had a really great talk, and then trying to think, there was also another talk on just documentation, like how do you write good documentation for developers. And
Yeah, that was a really interesting one. I especially enjoyed that one. One of the ones that stood out to me was on the third day. There was a maybe it's because the speaker shared my name. His name was also Daniel, but he was talking about AI and search and gave a really good practical example about how you could use AI to really solve a practical problem of making search results more relevant. So it was pretty cool.
yeah, it was definitely cool. And I believe you also had a workshop, right, Daniel, at Forge Day?
Yeah, that's correct. So the last day of the event is what we dubbed Forge Day, and it's a little bit more of like a hands-on exercise day. But during that time, I gave a workshop about using Zod to validate forms in, and yeah, it was interesting hands-on time for people to learn. I believe you did a Forge Day exercise as well, Marina.
Yes, I did do a Porsche Day exercise as well. My topic was on building a LMS editor using React and then finally integrating that with OpenAI and what does it take to do that. So it's kind of split apart in a few different steps. And I think we got through the entire workshop by the end of it. So I'm really happy for a lot of the devs who joined us. But yeah, and
That's amazing. I saw the exercise like document to run through, and you were able to knock out a lot in that short amount of time. Like it's amazing how much TinyMC could do quickly. So that was pretty neat to watch.
yes, it's a great thing. You think some of these things are so complicated to implement, like the ability to, for example, like copy as is from a Word document with
Mhm.
styling and formatting, which we call power paste. And it's simply just adding a word to that JSON object that you pass into Tiny, and it kind of works out of the box. So that was the power that we were trying to showcase at Frontend Nation, was just to show how simple Tiny can be for developers.
Well, job well done. I think you succeeded at that for sure.
Thank you. I haven't gotten a chance to look through the workshop, but hopefully by the time this video goes live, I will have a chance to look at the validation workshop that you ran. We do a lot with form validation as well. I think I did a webinar recently on reactive forms with Angular. So there's a lot of tie in because forms have rich text at the end of the day
Yeah,
sometimes. And you can usually, instead of like an input or a label, you can sometimes have like a rich text editor. It just depends on the need of the form. But that
absolutely.
was, yeah, that was kind of one of the things that I was sort of working on with Tiny. But I would love to look at how you implemented it in Nuxt. Daniel's an amazing instructor. I've watched a few of his
Thanks,
courses
Marina.
at Vue School, and yeah, it's a great time. And speaking of him being an amazing instructor, he's actually working with us on a free
That's
course
correct.
at Vue School for TinyMCE. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. So we're still kind of in the early stages. We're figuring things out, right? But so far, it's slated to look like a pretty cool course. I mean, we're going to dive into, kind of the basics of how TinyMCE works, get into some use cases and things like that. I believe for it, and yeah, I'm excited to see how it fleshes out, how it plays out. But definitely going to be a lot of value there.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you all know, as I said, it is completely free. So please do check it out. And it's going to be coming up in the near future.
Yay!
Yes, I'm excited. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Daniel, for joining me on our Frontend Nation recap. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day.
Absolutely. You too, Marina.